All right, so let me go ahead and explain how it works, right? Now, I'm pretty sure some of you guys out there know who Chael Sonnen is, right? Well, this is what he does in his own channel. He breaks down UFC fights, and anything has to do with UFC, right? Interviews, news, whatever it is, he uses the professional wrestling point of view. That's how he explains all of his stuff. The classic promo, right? All that stuff. But I'm not going to talk about that here. What I'm talking about is the marquee. Now, just like in a relationship, right? Between a man and a woman, it's about legitimacy, right? Now, this guy was talking about Patty Pittman, right? He has to be a star, and then he get out big enough like Connor. Well, let me tell you something. Connor ain't shit without the UFC. Understand that. Just as a man, and you ain't gonna like it, you ain't shit without a woman. Now I know how it sounds, right? But what I'm saying is that let's say you are the shit, right? The biggest shit in the world, but you got no woman. Well, all that goes right out that damn window. Same thing here, right? So now let me explain the promotion, right? What a promotion does for a fighter. A promotion or promoter, right? The organization promotes you, the fighter, right? And sells you, yes. But he don't just sell you just because. He sells you because you have to deliver. Because you promised to be a so-called badass fighter, champion fighter, right? This is prize fighting for a championship belt. That's the whole reason all this shit is put together. It ain't put together for shit and giggles like these guys seem to think it is, right? That these damn events just had to take place somehow. You don't know the you ain't even close to knowing because you wouldn't have said any of this dumbass shit had you known what goes behind the scenes of putting one of these damn events together. Now, a small ass event, which I'm not even talking about the biggest events, which is the UFC. Small ass events, so you could see the scale, right? Small ass events, you need talking permissions. You're talking about people that need to show up between referees, ticket sales, fucking security, and the place alone, right? Selling out, people being interested. You all this shit you don't even see or know or care about. All you can think of, well, Patty the Patty, he's the big star that he was supposed to be. Yes, but Dana ain't pissed about that. He's pissed at the fact of all this shit that was put behind him, right? And I'll give you an example in the movie world, Hollywood, right? A movie cost, just an example, right? $10 million to make, right? The all sorts of people behind the scenes to make that movie happen, between editing and all that other shit. Well, on top of that, add another 10 million for promotion, right? And then movie comes out, it's a piece of trash. Nobody likes it. It sucks. Well, that's what happened here, right? Why would you put all this money, all this attention, all this promotion for this damn thing to not deliver? Of course, Dana would be pissed, but you don't get it. The fighters don't get it. Yes, it takes a lot of work to be a fighter. Yes, your life's on the line, but this, you signed on the dotted line to be, right? This is what you wanted to be. This is what you expired to be. Same with relationships. You're telling a woman, I'm the man. You should be with me. I'm the guy. That's what you do. You sign the dotted line. I'm the man. And then you turn out to not be that. Well, what the hell do you expect? You can see now the connections, how it all makes sense. It's all connected to the same thing. Legitimacy. It's what it's all about, right? Are you or are you not the man? Now, let me go show you this little interview here, right? To continue the video, don't make it too long.
Give us your thoughts on the main event. What are you gonna do? I think the main event was terrible. I don't even know. I started to zone out after like fucking 3 rounds. So. What do you do now, right? I mean, oh. Vacant title, You do Glover versus Jamal Hill in Brazil for the vacant title. Done.
And that something was Glover Teixeira and Jamal Hill. That is the fight that they decided when they were in the back room, pissed off, and they were saying, fuck, fuck, fuck. What are we going to do? Patty Pimblett fucking sucks. And we thought this kid was going to be a star. You can't even get past Jared Gordon. You know, we should be thanking our lucky stars that Patty even got the decision in the first place. But, like, what are we going to do? Oh, and the fact that those guys in the main event fought to a draw is also pretty annoying, right? I actually think that Dana White is going through an emotional breakdown. I mean, he literally just saw his future star, Patty Pimblett, look.
I actually think this guy's a complete jackass. As you can see, he doesn't know a damn thing. All right. See how he comes across? That's how a guy comes across. It's talking about supposedly women, right? And that you know all this stuff about relationship, and you don't know a damn thing. You sound like this guy, right? A mark in a relationship world. You're a mark. You believe something that's not true, right? And you believe it, right? Guilt offended. Matrix. This guy's talking trash, but they decided this in the back room. What are we supposed to? They're panicking. First of all, they're not panicking. They're just pissed because they promoted a fight that was already right in the shitter, in the gutter. Let me explain something to you about a championship belt. All right, now this is gonna perfect example. Let me get my prop here. What we have here is a championship belt, right? Well, championship belt only has value, right? If it's won in a convincing fashion, meaning the person that has the belt is worthy of the belt, right? Now, Glover Teixeira and the other guy who was a champ, I forgot the name, so botch there for me. But the point is this, right? He got hurt. That was supposed to be the main event. Now, this is what the problem with promotion is, right? The promotion is we have this shit set up for months, right? Now, Chael Sonnen talked about this. They said, all right, we put Glover and the other guy, who I can't seem to get the name right now, right? Who was champion, UFC champ versus Glover, and they flew them out to some place that I also don't remember right now, only to do a stare down with the belt, right? Promoting the fight that eventually we did not get, right? Now, context, relationship, the woman. You'd fly her out or vice versa to promote that she's getting a man that she eventually didn't get. So, I mean, there you go, right? Self explanatory, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about fight night. So, let me explain to you what happens. Champion's hurt, vacants the belt out of respect. Good move, right? Good move. He says, all right, I'm going to vacant the belt. I'm hurt. Be a long ass time instead of holding the division, right? And the belt and the organization and Glover. I'm going to do the man thing and I'm going to vacant the belt, right? Teixeira, Glover here, had the opportunity to be a true champion, right? He could have gone in there versus whoever it was for the vacant belt, interim champion belt, and could have said, hey, as soon as you come back, you recover, immediate rematch. We do this how it was meant to do or meant to be, right? That's how it makes sense. However, he decided to go over everybody's fucking important, right? Over the organization, over Dana White, over the belt, over the UFC, and over the fans ultimately. And said, screw that. I'm not fighting, right? Because I didn't prepare for that guy. Well, now I get it. It is hard, but you're claiming to be the best fighter in the world. You should be able to fight. And I learned this a long time ago when I was a rookie. I was bitching him on, I had no opponent, right, or whatever. And I was like, well, who am I going to go? I was so worried of who the hell I was going to face, right? Because I was a novice. I was a rookie. My professor, who is an old school professor, he said, "What are you worrying about? Are you or are you not a professional wrestler? Your little license that you have in your bag, is that legit or not?" And I said, "Yes, it is." He said, "Then you shouldn't worry who the hell you're going to face. You should be able to face anybody at any given moment." And I learned that day that, yes, he is correct. That is what makes you a real man slash real champion, real professional wrestler. I don't worry who the hell I'm going to wrestle. I just, whoever that's in, the other side of the corner, right? That's it. I go up and I do what I was meant to do, wrestle. That's the difference between today and back in the day. That's why, right? But, anyways, we're not talking about wrestling today, we're talking about UFC. Now, let's go back to Grover here. So, Grover decides to no show. Now we have a shit show. No fight, no belt. Dana has the only option that he can because you can't replace one thing with another. That's the point, right? It has to be the same equivalent. It was a championship fight everybody was waiting for. Not gonna happen. You can't just give the fans scraps. This dumbass doesn't understand that, right? People paid to see something, and now you're busting the switcheroo, right? Like people that want to see a good movie, and you get a shitty ass woman-led movie when we want to see, right? What it would the marquee, like Indiana Jones, right? Indiana Jones. We paid to see Indiana Jones, not his granddaughter or godfather or godmother or whatever the hell. You get the point, right? So, anyways, fast forward, we get the main event. This is another thing that I'm just gonna explain now, and with this, right? Because this is a test for Fight Night with Space Luchador. Now, you got to understand, in this sport of professional wrestling, UFC, combat sports in general, even movies, movie stars, you get a chance because it's so damn hard to get a chance. But if you do, what separates you from everybody else? Right? What I've been saying is all along in relationships as well. What separates you from everybody else? Right? It's that if you get the chance, you go all out. You show what you have, your skills, right? You show them that you're better than everybody else. That's what separates you, the boys from the men, right? The women from the men. They see it. It's that simple, but it's so hard, right, to do. So it's easier to just eat, but you don't want to do the hunt, right? So, anyways, you get a chance. You get a chance. Main event. This is it. Yes, you weren't in the marquee, right? They didn't promote this for you, but you're in the fight. This is it. And what do? You drop the ball. That's why Dana's pissed. That's why I'm pissed. Because everybody's coming out attacking Dana like he's supposed to applaud this. He's been saying it every single time he's asked. Do not leave it in the hands of the sorry ass judges. Because then you got all the fucking excuses in the world to run your mouth. But at the end of the day, you left it to chance. Right? Which is what I see guys doing with women. For example, right? You leave it to chance. You leave it to them. Oh, let them choose. What the hell is going on? But anyways, um, now Patty the Batty. Patty the Batty, right? Well, again, he's going up there, right? He's doing crazy things. He's winning I think it was 3-1, right? Or 2 rounds of 3. He's winning it, right? So I guess he won one, the other guy won the other one. And now, sudden death. Third and final round, right? A real man, a real fighter would go out there and go all out because he knows that this is it. But just as guys do on dates, for example, now, and with this for reals this time, right? You go on a date and you think, well, I'll just phone it in. I'll phone it in because, wait, I heard somewhere in a book or in some YouTube video that around date 2 or 3 is when you do. No, no, no. That was it. That date was it. That was the main event, and you dropped the ball. That's what he did. Went out there and wasted sudden death, valuable, this is it moments, leaving everybody with a sorry ass taste in the mouth, except for the marks. Right? They love this shit. They love Dana losing his shit, defending the fighters. But think about it, right? When the preliminaries, right, are better fucking fights than the main card, you know you have a problem. Which is why Dana gave everybody that actually performed, which is the reason we do these sorry ass UFC events in the first place, and it's the reason these damn belts exist, right? Is to go out there and perform, right? Show the people what you can do. Greatness. Badass fights is what it's all about, right? And the belt is testament of skill and power, right? And that you're a badass. Live up to it. So he gave everybody $50,000 bonuses to perform. That's why it says performance of the night. Don't say fail of the night, right? What would happen if Dana? Well, I'm gonna give a $50,000 bonus to you tried of the night, right? To you, $50,000 to the guy. You showed up. I know some smart. Well, you do get half the purse if you. It's not about that. Yes, in the damn contract, yes. But at the end of the day, right? What are you doing it for? The same thing I say. I tell the guys in relationships. What are you doing the date for? Right. So same thing. What are you jumping in the cage to do for? Is it for the championship? Which, from what I see now, apparently not. Right? Is it for the fame? Well, they don't know how to do that either. I seen it. They almost seem half pissed to be up there answering questions. And I'm not talking about Dana. I'm talking about the fighters. And this ain't no attack video either. Right? I'm just saying. So, is it about the money? Right? People will say, yes, well, it is about the money. Yes, but ain't nobody gonna give you 3 fucking bags of money to anybody just to go up there and fight. Now, you can be the greatest fighter in the world. If you ain't putting butts in seats, you're worth a damn. Understand that. Same thing. You can be the hottest guy in the world. You can be the highest valued man in the world. If you ain't getting panties wet, you're worth a damn. So there you go. I'll end with that for Fight Night preview, right? Here in the man's point of view, as you can see, you can use it, right? So if this gets to Uncle Chael, I wouldn't mind being in your show, right? Or you in mine, whatever. Someday you never know. I like your work, right? Because I like the fact that you know this, you know it to be true. It's about professional wrestling, right? It's the exact same thing as UFC, on commissions and everything that gets involved, right? The roids and all that shit, and the behind the scenes and the politicking and can you not, licensing, all that shit. I know, but at the end of the day, right? People buy tickets to see certain fighters or certain fights. Now the problem here, now I could go off for hours, but I'm not. Not for this one. We're gonna end it today, and I'll see you on the next fight night, and I'm gonna go in depth into specific. But for now, I've explained to you the marks, how they don't know how this works. It's really simple. Explained, mansplained it for you right there. Right? Fighter, you get your chance, right? Go all out. That's what makes you a star. That's simple. Not necessarily about winning, but rather, do you give the fans, right? The Coliseum, right? Give them spectacle, give them sport, give them blood, and they will love you for it. Go out there and see Gladiator if you don't believe me, right? Rome literally was the gladiators. That's what it was all about. Because they understood just any civilization, it's all about give them hope, right? Something to look forward to, give them a reason. That's why these damn things were built. This is why they were created. It's all about the championship belt and defending it. There's ways to do it, there's levels. You can't just win it and be on the shelf, right? Call yourself champion. It's not how it works. Same thing with relationships. So, anyways, I'm going off again. So let's go. So if you like this video, give me a like. Share, subscribe, right? Comment down below. Come on, give me some feedback. Let me show you, just like I said, man's point of view is applicable everywhere and everything because it's all connected to the matrix and it's all about the same thing: legitimacy, respect, power. Are you or are you not? What do you want? Right? That's what it's about. You control the matrix at will. Right? Do not beat around the bush. Do not be something you're not. Do not promise shit and not live up to it. Right? It's that simple. Same thing with the movies, Hollywood. Same damn thing. You can't replace Arnold Schwarzenegger. You can't replace him with no one. Cannot be done. Right? You must be better. That's the whiteboard right there. See? Once again, another example. Whiteboard. You gotta overdo it, not underdo it. Overdo it. So, anyways, that's it for this Fight Night with Space Luchador. I'll see you on the next man's point of view.